notification was issued last August. But having appreciated the initiative by the government, if you just pay a closer look to the notification itself, you will find that this list covers a lot of the waste streams which should have been considered for banning long back. But one of the most problematic fraction that we have been dealing with all these years is the multi-layered plastic. So I had expected that would also feature in the notification, but unfortunately it was not. But going forward, it has to be seen how well it is being implemented. There has been plastic bans in the past as well, right? And as many as 25 Indian states had banned plastics, issuing a state-level notifications within their own jurisdiction. But it had limited impact on the ground, right? Now, if it is genuinely enforced, like this is an enforcement, like you have a law, certain items have been prohibited for production, storage, sale and consumption, right? But the implementation of it, the enforcement of it has been left with the local government, which is the urban local authorities or the municipal authorities, right? Now, I have my doubts. I'm a little skeptic about what alone they would be able to do unless there is a holistic approach, right? Because we, the consumer who have been consuming all these items, could find a different way of getting this kind of items. And there is one more important aspect of this whole notification. If you examine the list very closely, you will find that majority of these items which are listed for banning are not branded. So you don't really know who is making them. So till August to July, so everyone was given almost a year to be informed that this ban was coming. Having spent almost a year, and then at the fag end where the ban is going to take effect, have we done enough to inform all the stakeholders? When I say stakeholders, the biggest of all is the consumers, the citizens. Have we done enough? I haven't seen too many TV commercial or newspaper advertisement or advertisement in the social media. Like I said, it has to be inclusive. We have to adopt an inclusive approach. Otherwise, it's very difficult to imagine that the municipal authorities alone would be able to enforce this ban successfully. We are talking about global warming. We are talking about climate change. We are talking about decarbonization. If that is non-negotiable, then everything will come at a cost. Now today, if these items are found to be problematic and considered for banning, then the industry will have to again invent. Obviously, they can seek for financial assistance to do the research and development to find viable alternatives to these products. But I unfortunately don't agree with this narrative that this is going to create a problem. We have to get ourselves used to this. Basically, we have started breathing plastic, eating plastic, and living a life full of plastic, right? Now, this concern has to be communicated. I don't want to die just because of I'm ingesting plastic. There are enough global studies that suggest that we are ingesting as much as 5 grams of plastic every year. Now, we all know what plastic is made out of, right? So it is putting us in tremendous health hazard. You never know, in 10-20 years of time, you can have another pandemic just because of microplastics are now being found in bloodstreams. Every citizen of India, depending on their acceptance or depending on their understanding, has to be told properly that this is a problem and this is why it is a problem. Unless you give them a reason to stay away from plastic. Because you cannot succeed unless this approach is inclusive, you consider the consumer as the key stakeholder in this whole world. Finding an alternative to plastic is not easy. That I understand. But it is necessary to find an alternative, right? We have got ourselves into a situation where a decision to ban the plastics that we cannot recycle is non-negotiable. So the decision that has been taken by our government is a very timely decision. Maybe it could have been taken few years back, but nevertheless it has been taken now. So everyone now will have to focus. There are already couple of alternatives that are being pushed into the market. So those alternatives are compostable plastic and biodegradable plastic, right? So it is not a question of what alternative can I have or whether can I find it sooner. We have to invest on research and development. We have to drive the market. We have to engage into a dialogue with the industrial fraternities that this decision has been taken for a reason which is not negotiable, considering the future of this planet and our own.